The Art of Semen Retention, written and published by Spark Sprit 10, is often underestimated. But it is much more than just a biological substance. It is essentially the strong form of a man's important life energy, a special sexual energy that has been respected and examined in many cultures and throughout history. This powerful energy holds the ability to create not only in terms of having children, but also in the wider sense of personal and spiritual development. To grasp the true nature of this sacred sexual energy, we need to move away from our modern, purely scientific view of semen and adopt a more complete perspective. Old civilizations, like the Taoists in China and the yogis in India, saw semen as a valuable substance that held great spiritual and physical strength. They thought that saving and directing this energy could improve health, clear thinking, and even spiritual growth. In many Eastern traditions, semen is viewed as a concentrated form of a man's life energy, often called chi or prana. This energy is not endless. The body produces it with care, and it can be diminished through too much release. Practitioners think that by keeping semen, they are saving their important energy, which can be used for personal development, creativity, and spiritual goals. The idea of semen being a sacred energy isn't just found in Eastern philosophies. Western alchemists acknowledge the significance of sexual fluids, often using terms like philosopher's stone or elixir of life to describe them. They thought that by skillfully working with these energies, a person could attain both spiritual and physical change. Semen is a mix of nutrients, hormones, and genetic material. It has zinc, calcium, lecithin, phosphorus, vitamin B12, and different proteins. When the body keeps these nutrients, it can help improve health and energy. Semen retention affects hormone levels, especially testosterone, which can significantly impact a man's physical and mental well-being. The real meaning of semen as sacred sexual energy is more than just its physical makeup. It shows the possibilities for new life, but also for personal growth, increased creativity, and spiritual development. Looking at semen this way helps us see why many traditions have valued its retention and careful use so much. Semen retention has a spiritual meaning because it can change basic sexual energy into a power for personal growth. By avoiding the desire for quick pleasure through ejaculation, practitioners say they gain various benefits, including better focus and determination, as well as a stronger connection to their higher selves and the universe. Seeing semen as sacred sexual energy doesn't mean we should view sexuality or natural bodily functions negatively. It's about understanding the energy's power and choosing how to use it wisely. In various traditions, the aim is not total avoidance but instead a thoughtful management and guidance of sexual energy. In this book, we will look closely at semen retention. We will discuss different methods to use this important energy and the possible benefits and challenges you may face. Semen retention is a personal journey that can lead to significant changes in one's life. When we see semen as more than just a physical thing and understand it as a part of our life force and sacred energy, we can explore new opportunities for personal growth and spiritual development. This understanding is the basis for the practices and principles we will look at in the next chapters, helping us move towards a more aware and empowered way of using our sexual energy. Lesson 1. The effects of unchecked sexual urges. Uncontrolled sexual desire can lead to many consequences that go beyond just the physical aspect, impacting a person's mental, emotional, and spiritual health. If someone struggles to control their sexual desires, they might get stuck in a pattern of seeking quick pleasure, which can leave them feeling empty and unhappy. In the end, too much sexual activity can make you feel tired, weak, and low on energy. The body uses a lot of energy to produce semen, and frequent ejaculation can reduce this important resource, making a person feel tired and low on energy. This depletion can show up in different ways, like less stamina, a weaker immune system, and even signs of aging earlier than expected. The mental impact of unchecked sexual desire is significant. Sexual thoughts can take over the mind, making it hard to focus on other important things in life. This ongoing distraction can slow down personal and professional growth because it keeps attention on short-term pleasures instead of long-term goals and dreams. Additionally, the pleasure from sexual release can become addictive, creating a strong desire for stimulation that may disrupt everyday activities and decision-making skills. Not being able to control sexual urges can cause various negative emotions. Guilt and shame often come from doing things that go against what one believes or values. This inner struggle can lower self-esteem and lead to feelings of unworthiness. Chasing physical pleasure instead of real connections can lead to feelings of loneliness and isolation. Relationships may turn shallow, focusing more on physical attraction than on emotional closeness. The spiritual effects of uncontrolled sexual desire are significant but often ignored. Many spiritual traditions see sexual energy as a strong force that, when directed correctly, can help achieve higher levels of awareness and personal development. When this energy is used up through excessive sexual activity, it reduces a person's ability to grow spiritually. A person might feel out of touch with their true self and have difficulty finding meaning and purpose in life. Stories and examples often show how gaining control over sexual desires can lead to significant changes. John, who is 35 years old and works in a professional job, talked about his challenges with pornography addiction and frequent masturbation. He said he felt always tired, lacking motivation, and struggling to build meaningful relationships. After deciding to practice semen retention and redirect his sexual energy into creative activities, John noticed he had more energy, better concentration at work, and a boost in confidence when interacting with others. Sarah, who is 28 and an artist, noticed that her partner's lack of control over his sexual urges was putting a strain on their relationship. The ongoing need for physical pleasure made it hard to create emotional bonds and enjoy experiences together. By collaborating on semen retention and trying different ways to be close, they strengthened their connection and built a more balanced, satisfying relationship. These personal stories show the various effects of uncontrolled sexual desire. Their effects go beyond just one person, influencing relationships, job opportunities, and overall happiness in life. The aim is not to hide or reject one's sexuality but to develop a positive connection with sexual energy. By learning to manage and guide this strong energy, people can use its power for personal growth and spiritual improvement. This process usually includes building mindfulness, practicing self-control, and discovering other ways to channel sexual energy, like engaging in creative activities or physical exercise. Uncontrolled sexual desire can strongly encourage someone to start practicing semen retention. When people recognize how their sexual habits can affect their physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual health, they can make better choices and work towards a more balanced and satisfying life. Semen retention allows people to take charge of their sexual energy, changing it from something that can be distracting and draining into a source of energy, creativity, and personal development. Lesson 2. Changing sexual energy. Sexual energy transmutation is an important idea in the practice of semen retention. It means intentionally shifting sexual energy to focus on higher goals, turning basic desire into creativity, spirituality, and productivity. This chapter looks at transmutation, explaining its techniques and the many benefits for those who learn this skill. Sexual energy transmutation is fundamentally about the idea that sexual energy is a powerful creative force inside us. Rather than using this energy through physical activity, practitioners focus on guiding it for personal growth, creative expression, and spiritual development. This process focuses on directing sexual urges in a mindful and intentional way rather than ignoring or suppressing them. Transmutation is a concept found in many spiritual and philosophical traditions. Old Taoist practices talk about cultivating the Jing or life essence, while yoga traditions discuss changing lower energies into higher spiritual awareness. Napoleon Hill made the concept well known in his book Think and Grow Rich, where he explained that sexual transmutation is important for success and achievement. To start practicing sexual energy transmutation, you first need to become aware of your sexual energy. This means noticing the feelings, emotions, and thoughts that come with being sexually aroused. After you become aware, the next step is to learn ways to redirect this energy. Deep breathing exercises can be very helpful because they assist in moving energy from the lower chakras to the higher energy centers in the body. Visualization is a strong method for changing things. When sexual energy is felt, practitioners can picture this energy as a bright light or warm feeling traveling from the base of the spine to the top of the head. This visualization guides energy away from the genitals and spreads it throughout the body and mind. Activities like yoga, qigong, or tai chi can help in the transmutation process. These practices focus on controlling energy and can assist in moving sexual energy throughout the body. Doing these activities regularly can help you feel more energetic, think more clearly, and become more aware of your spirit. Creative activities provide a great way to channel sexual energy. Many artists, writers, and musicians have said they feel more creative and inspired when they take breaks from sexual activity. By focusing their sexual energy on their work, they access a source of creativity that can result in impressive accomplishments. There are many advantages to successfully changing sexual energy into something positive. Practitioners often say they feel more energetic, healthier, and perform better physically. Keeping and redirecting sexual energy can help improve your immune system, enhance sleep quality, and promote a longer life. Transmutation can lead to better focus, improved memory, and stronger problem-solving skills. The mind gets clearer and can focus better for longer periods. Many practitioners notice they can work longer hours while being more efficient and feeling less tired. Practicing transmutation can help you feel more emotionally stable and strong. When someone learns to manage their sexual energy, they usually notice improved control over their emotions. Overall, this can lead to better relationships and a stronger feeling of inner calm. Sexual energy transmutation is often seen as a key factor for awakening and enlightenment. Practitioners say that by shifting sexual energy upwards, they experience a broader awareness, deeper meditation, and a stronger link to their higher self or divine essence. Changing sexual energy into something else is a skill that takes time and practice to get good at. Just like with any type of energy work, it might take some time to notice the effects and to learn how to manage the energy well. Sticking with it and not giving up are important for doing well in this practice. When engaging in sexual energy transmutation, be respectful and mindful. Although there can be significant benefits, you might also face some challenges or discomfort, particularly at the start. It's a good idea to begin slowly and then gradually raise the intensity of your practice as you go along. Changing sexual energy can be a strong method for personal growth. Practicing the redirection of sexual energy allows people to access a source of creativity, energy, and spiritual strength. Transmutation can be used for creativity, personal goals, or spiritual development, providing a way to reach your full potential. As you keep going on your path of semen retention, transmutation is not only about saving energy but also about intentionally guiding it towards your greatest goals and true purpose. Lesson 3. Focusing and controlling oneself. Effectively, semen retention is closely connected to improving focus and self-control. When starting this journey, many find that being able to hold off on immediate sexual pleasure leads to better self-control in other areas of life. Gaining control over basic urges can significantly boost focus, improve clarity of thought, and enhance personal strength. When a man decides to keep his semen, he is making a clear choice to focus his energy in a different direction. Rather than losing this important energy through frequent ejaculation, he saves it and directs it towards other activities. This shift in energy often leads to better focus and clearer thinking. Many practitioners say they feel more awake, focused, and able to pay attention to tasks that used to be difficult or boring. Self-control is closely linked to personal power. A man who can withstand the ongoing exposure to sexual stimuli in today's world shows strong control over his mind and body. Getting good at something builds confidence and a feeling of inner strength that spreads to all parts of life. It's not only about controlling sexual urges, it's about building the strength to make thoughtful decisions instead of acting on impulse. Focusing more and having better self-control usually results in better performance in different areas. Focusing well and avoiding distractions can lead to great outcomes in your job, studies, or personal projects. Throughout history, many successful people have chosen to practice sexual restraint or celibacy during times of high creativity or productivity. Not everyone links their success directly to semen retention, but there is an interesting connection between sexual discipline and achievement. Think about great thinkers and leaders who have chosen celibacy or taken breaks from sexual activity. Mahatma Gandhi made a promise to remain celibate when he was 38 years old and kept that promise for the rest of his life. He thought this practice provided him with the strength and focus needed to lead India's independence movement. Nikola Tesla, a well-known inventor, decided to stay celibate because he thought that not engaging in sexual activities improved his creativity and intellect. In sports, many athletes choose to avoid sexual activity before big competitions. They say they feel more energized, focused, and ready to think clearly. The scientific evidence on this practice varies, but the psychological benefits of self-discipline are clear. Controlling your desires can help you feel more confident and mentally strong. The aim of semen retention is not to ignore or reject sexuality but to channel and focus this strong energy. A man who controls his sexual urges is a focused man, and a focused man can be a strong presence in any area he decides to engage in. Focusing on this helps make decisions clearer, solve problems better, and stay on track with long-term goals without getting distracted by short-term pleasures. Semen retention helps you become more aware of yourself. When a person becomes more aware of their sexual energy, they usually gain a better understanding of their thoughts, feelings, and physical sensations. Being more aware of yourself can help you manage your emotions better and respond to life's challenges in a more thoughtful way. Handle semen retention thoughtfully and wisely. The goal is not to be overly strict or to completely ignore our natural human desires. The practice should help combine sexual energy with your overall life purpose and goals in a balanced way. A man who has learned this skill becomes more focused and self-controlled, feels more at peace with himself, and is better at building deep, meaningful relationships with others. The ability to concentrate and maintain self-discipline gained from semen retention can change a man's life. By deciding to save and focus his important energy, he creates opportunities for better thinking, improved results, and a greater feeling of personal strength. This person, who is focused and self-controlled, can achieve great things, not by denying who they are, but by learning to direct their nature in a purposeful way. In a world filled with distractions and quick rewards, a man who controls himself through practices like semen retention really shines as an example of discipline, focus, and potential. Lesson 4. Love and Marriage. In the process of semen retention, find a balance between personal growth and the natural human need for closeness and connection. This chapter looks at how semen retention can fit well into committed relationships, especially in marriage. We will explore how controlled sexuality can improve spiritual connections and strengthen the relationships between partners. Marriage is a special bond between two people that creates a good setting for showing love and being intimate. In a committed relationship, the principles of semen retention can be applied effectively, supporting both spiritual growth and the satisfaction of intimate desires. Semen retention is about being aware and intentional with your sexual energy, not just about avoiding it completely. Semen retention in a marriage can strengthen the emotional and spiritual bond between partners. Couples can discover new levels of closeness by shifting their focus from just the physical release of sexual energy. This can include practices like tantric sex, which emphasizes long sessions of sexual activity without ejaculation. This approach helps circulate and elevate sexual energy in the body. Talking is very important for successfully adding semen retention into a marriage. Talking openly and honestly about what we want, our limits, and our spiritual goals is very important. Partners should be ready to help each other and look for ways to connect their sexual practices with what they both believe in and hope for. This might need some patience, an open mind, and a readiness to try different ways of being close physically. Practicing semen retention in marriage can lead to greater emotional closeness. When partners discover how to express their sexual energy in different ways, they might start showing more affection, having deeper talks, and participating in spiritual activities together more often. This can create a deeper and more satisfying relationship that goes beyond just physical attraction. Semen retention in marriage does not mean you have to completely avoid sexual activity or ejaculation. It's about finding a balance that suits both partners. This could involve times of holding back completely, mixed with intentional letting go or the practice of orgasms without ejaculation. The aim is to use sexual energy to improve the relationship and help both partners grow spiritually. For many couples, adding semen retention to their marriage can bring back a fresh feeling of passion and excitement. Delaying or controlling release can make sexual encounters more intense and meaningful. This practice can help with common problems in long-term relationships, like low libido or sexual boredom, by bringing new awareness and intention to intimate moments. Handle semen retention in marriage with understanding and kindness. Every couple's path is different, and what is effective for one may not be suitable for another. Sometimes you might need to change or pause your practice to fit in with life changes, like when you're trying to have a baby. Keep talking openly and work together on personal and spiritual growth. Semen retention can also positively impact the non-sexual parts of married life. Many practitioners say they feel more energetic, can concentrate better, and have better emotional balance. These benefits can lead to improved problem-solving skills, more patience, and a greater ability to empathize, all important qualities for a healthy and happy marriage. Practicing semen retention in marriage can help strengthen spiritual connections and respect the important bond between partners. When couples focus on their sexuality with care and purpose, they can turn their intimate moments into chances for shared growth and understanding. Love and marriage create a strong base for understanding the benefits of controlled sexuality. This helps partners support each other as they grow in spiritual awareness and personal fulfillment. Like any spiritual practice, Success depends on respect for each other, clear communication, and a common goal of growth and understanding. Lesson 5. The dangers of misusing sexual energy. Using sexual energy in the wrong way, especially by releasing too much semen, can cause various problems that impact our physical health as well as our emotional and spiritual well-being. Know these risks to really understand why semen retention and managing our sexual energy responsibly matter. One of the most obvious effects of misusing sexual energy is physical exhaustion. It can lead to many men saying they feel drained, fatigued, and low in energy after ejaculating. Often, scientific studies have shown that semen has various nutrients and hormones that are important for physical health and energy levels. When we often lose these important fluids, we're taking away essential resources from our bodies. This can result in tiredness, a weaker immune system, and even hormonal issues. Over time, misusing sexual energy can lead to significant psychological and emotional effects beyond just the physical aspect. Some men feel guilty or ashamed after having too much sexual activity, especially when it includes pornography or other types of artificial stimulation. People with strong moral or religious beliefs about sexuality may feel this guilt more intensely. Giving in to cravings and then feeling bad about it can hurt your mental health, making you feel less confident and like you have no control over what you want. Additionally, always seeking sexual pleasure can turn into an addiction, taking over a person's thoughts and energy. This concern can affect personal relationships, job performance, and overall happiness in life. Men who have trouble managing their sexual urges may find it hard to concentrate on other parts of their lives, which can create feelings of imbalance and dissatisfaction. From a spiritual viewpoint, misusing sexual energy can be viewed as wasting one's life force. Many spiritual traditions see sexual energy as a strong resource for personal growth and enlightenment when used correctly. When this energy is frequently released through ejaculation, it becomes less available for other important activities. This may cause a sense of being stuck spiritually or feeling disconnected from your higher self. Feeling guilty and ashamed about misusing sexual energy can get in the way of a person's spiritual practice. Some men struggle to participate in prayer, meditation, or other spiritual practices when they feel weighed down by their perceived sexual mistakes. Being disconnected from your spiritual life can make you feel empty and without purpose. Understand that these negative effects do not imply that all forms of sexual expression are harmful. It's the wrong use and lack of control that cause these dangers. Find a balance and use your sexual energy in a way that matches your values and goals. Getting past the guilt and shame from previously misusing sexual energy is an important part of the semen retention journey. This process starts with forgiving yourself and understanding that change can happen. Realize that focusing on past mistakes just keeps us stuck in negative habits. We can look at our past experiences as important lessons that have guided us towards semen retention and spiritual growth. Having a positive attitude towards sexuality and sexual energy is important. Instead of thinking of our sexual urges as something to hide or feel bad about, we can recognize them as a strong energy that can be directed towards creativity, personal growth, and spiritual development. Changing how we see things can reduce guilt and shame and instead bring feelings of empowerment and purpose. Being mindful and aware of yourself can really help in dealing with the emotional and mental effects of misusing sexual energy. When we learn to watch our thoughts and desires without judging them, we can start to stop the pattern of giving in and feeling sorry afterward. Being more aware helps us see the basic needs or feelings that might be influencing our sexual behavior, allowing us to tackle these issues in better ways. Even though misusing sexual energy can cause significant physical, emotional, and spiritual issues, it's essential to understand that these problems can be resolved by understanding, forgiving ourselves, and practicing semen retention. We can change how we view our sexual energy. Instead of feeling guilty or drained, we can use it for personal growth and spiritual development. While the journey can be tough, learning to master our sexual energy brings great benefits, including more energy, emotional stability, and spiritual satisfaction. Lesson 6. Resisting temptation and unworthy actions. During the process of semen retention, one of the toughest parts is fighting against temptation and steering clear of unworthy actions. This chapter will look at the different triggers and weaknesses that can lead us off course, and it will offer simple strategies for building a strong mindset to tackle these challenges. First, know that temptation is a normal part of being human. Our bodies and minds are designed to look for pleasure, and sexual release is a strong way to feel satisfied. As practitioners of semen retention, We understand that our sexual energy has a greater purpose, and we need to learn how to direct it properly. Finding out what triggers you and where you are vulnerable is the first step to resisting temptation. Triggers can differ widely among people, but typical ones include visual cues, particular emotions, or certain settings. For some, it might just be noticing someone attractive, while for others, feelings of loneliness or stress can create a need for sexual release. When we recognize our personal triggers, we can get ready to deal with them more effectively. Having a strong mindset is important when practicing semen retention. This means really understanding why we picked this path and consistently reminding ourselves of our commitment to it. A good way to boost our determination is by using visualization. By clearly picturing the benefits of semen retention, more energy, a clearer mind, and spiritual growth, we can build strong motivation to resist temptation. One important part of building a strong mindset is learning to distinguish ourselves from our urges. Understand that we are not our wants, we are the awareness that sees them. When we practice mindfulness and watch our urges without judging them, we can create a gap between what happens and how we respond. This helps us make thoughtful choices instead of reacting without thinking. Have practical ways to avoid temptation. A good way to help is by reducing exposure to things that trigger you. This could involve paying attention to the media we watch, the places we go, or the people we spend time with. Although we can't always completely avoid triggers, we can take actions to lessen their effect on our lives. Making healthy options for sexual release is a helpful approach. When we want to indulge, we can channel that energy into helpful activities. This can involve activities like working out, engaging in creative hobbies, or practicing meditation for spiritual growth. By focusing our sexual energy on these activities, we can steer clear of temptation and use our life force for personal growth and success. Creating a support system can be very useful in avoiding temptation. This could mean connecting with others who share the same interest in semen retention or having friends and family who support our goals. Talking to someone when we're having a hard time can help us feel supported and keep us focused on our goals. Be kind to yourself as we go through this journey. Sometimes we might slip up or give in to temptation, but it's important not to let these moments throw off our whole practice. We should see them as chances to learn, looking at what caused the mistake and how we can be better prepared next time. Resisting temptation and steering clear of unworthy actions involves more than just saying no to specific behaviors. It's about embracing a greater purpose and living a more satisfying life. By highlighting the benefits of semen retention, such as more energy, better clarity, and a stronger spiritual connection, we can change our view from feeling deprived to feeling empowered. Staying away from temptation and not engaging in unworthy actions is an important part of the semen retention journey. We can overcome challenges and stay on our path by recognizing our triggers, building a strong mindset, using practical strategies, and creating a supportive environment. Each time we resist temptation, we become stronger and get closer to realizing our full potential of sacred sexual energy. Lesson 7. Using exercise to control urges. Exercise is known to be a helpful way to take care of different parts of our lives, such as our physical health, mental well-being, and emotional balance. Exercise is important for semen retention. It helps people control their sexual urges and stay committed to this journey of change. Physical activity and sexual energy are closely linked in our biology. When we do intense exercise, our bodies produce endorphins. These are natural chemicals that can lift our mood and help lower stress and anxiety. Reducing stress can help lower sexual urges and make them simpler to handle. Also, exercise helps to shift the body's energy and focus, directing it towards physical activity instead of sexual thoughts or desires. Cardiovascular activity is one of the best ways to help manage sexual urges. Activities like running, cycling, swimming, or any aerobic exercise that raises your heart rate for a longer time can be very helpful. These activities help burn off extra energy and also boost blood flow in the body, including the genital area. Better blood flow can help reduce any physical discomfort or tension that might occur during times of abstinence. Strength training is a helpful type of exercise for people who are practicing semen retention. Using weights or doing bodyweight exercises, such as push-ups, pull-ups, and squats, can help you become stronger physically and mentally. Strength training requires focus and concentration, which can act like a moving meditation. This helps people gain better control over their thoughts and impulses. Yoga and other mind-body practices combine physical exercise with spiritual discipline, which can be especially helpful for semen retention. These practices focus on the link between breathing, movement, and being present, helping people to be more aware of their bodies and manage their sexual energy more effectively. Some yoga poses, like the shoulder stand or fish pose, are thought to help move sexual energy upward in the body, aiding in energy transmutation. Making a good workout plan is important for people who use exercise to help manage their urges. Achieve a mix of different exercises and set up a regular routine. Try to get at least 30 minutes of moderate to vigorous exercise on most days of the week. This can involve a combination of heart-pumping exercises, muscle-building workouts, and stretching routines. Think about what you like and how you live when creating your exercise plan. Some people may discover that exercising in the morning helps create a good mood for the day and gives them a chance to use up extra energy early on. Some people like to exercise in the evening to help relieve stress built up during the day. Try out various times and kinds of exercise to see what suits you best. Pay attention to your body and do not push yourself too hard. Exercising a lot can help with managing urges, but overdoing it can make you tired and might weaken your determination. Aim for a level of activity that is challenging yet manageable, so you feel energized instead of worn out. Along with physical exercises, adding mental exercises to your routine can help enhance your semen retention practice. You can practice techniques like visualization, which involves imagining your sexual energy being directed into productive activities during or after your workout. Breathing exercises can be done anywhere and anytime. They are helpful for handling sudden urges or moments of temptation. The aim of exercising while practicing semen retention is not only to stay physically fit, but also to build mental strength and maintain emotional balance. While creating your exercise routine, notice how various activities influence your mood, energy, and control over sexual urges. As time goes on, you might notice that some exercises or activity combinations work really well for you. Sticking to a routine is important when using exercise to help manage urges. Incorporate physical activity into your daily routine and treat it as important as other essential parts of your life. Doing this will help you with your semen retention practice and also provide many other benefits from regular exercise, such as better health, more confidence, and a greater feeling of well-being. Exercise is a strong and versatile aid for people who are practicing semen retention. By including a good mix of cardio, strength exercises, and mind-body activities in your routine, you can manage sexual urges, redirect your energy, and strengthen your commitment to this journey of change. Semen retention is not only about avoiding release, it's also about developing a complete approach to health, energy, and personal growth. Use exercise to help you in this important journey, supporting your body, mind, and spirit as you learn about semen retention. Lesson 8. Practices for purity and self-control. Spiritual practices are important in the process of semen retention, helping to keep purity and build self-control. These practices help with physical retention and also benefit the mind and soul, leading to overall personal growth and spiritual development. Meditation is a strong tool for people who practice semen retention. By sitting quietly and paying attention to the breath, people can become more aware of their thoughts and how their body feels. This greater awareness helps people notice and comprehend their sexual desires without feeling the need to act on them. Meditating regularly can help you feel calm and emotionally stable, which is important for managing your sexual energy. There are different meditation methods designed for semen retention. One method is to imagine the sexual energy flowing upward through the body, starting at the base of the spine and reaching the crown of the head. This visualization helps change sexual energy into spiritual energy, guiding it towards higher goals. One helpful method is to pay attention to your breathing while intentionally relaxing the pelvic area, letting any tension or excitement fade away on its own. Prayer is a spiritual practice that can help with the journey of semen retention. No matter what someone's religious beliefs are, praying can help them feel connected to a higher power or universal energy. This connection can provide support and direction, particularly in tough times when the desire to let go feels strong. Prayer can help create a sense of purpose and meaning in retention, viewing it as a spiritual practice instead of just physical abstinence. Affirmations are positive phrases that you can say often to strengthen your dedication to semen retention and personal development. Some examples of affirmations are, I am in control of my sexual energy, my body is a temple of spiritual power, and I turn my sexual energy into creativity and vitality. By regularly saying these affirmations, people can change their thinking and boost their determination. Adding spiritual practices to your daily routine is important for achieving lasting success in semen retention. This could mean choosing certain times for meditation and prayer, making a special area in your home for spiritual activities, or adding mindfulness to daily tasks. Some practitioners find it useful to begin their day with a spiritual routine, creating a positive atmosphere for the day ahead. Spiritual texts and philosophical works can offer inspiration and guidance for semen retention. Various old traditions, like Taoism and Tantra, provide insights on how to keep and grow sexual energy. Learning these teachings can help you understand the practice better and offer useful tips for dealing with challenges. Fasting is a spiritual practice that can go well with semen retention. By taking breaks from eating now and then, people can improve their self-control and discipline, which also helps with managing sexual energy. Fasting helps clean the body and mind, making it easier to hold and transform sexual energy. Helping others or volunteering can be a great way to use your energy for good. When practitioners concentrate on assisting others, they can redirect their focus from their own wants and find happiness in giving without expecting anything in return. Looking outward can bring a feeling of satisfaction that helps with the main aims of semen retention. Being thankful is a helpful practice that can improve the experience of semen retention. By regularly recognizing and valuing the good things in life, people can develop a positive attitude and feel more satisfied. This mindset can help you avoid chasing temporary pleasures and boost your dedication to more meaningful spiritual goals. Remember that when engaging in spiritual practices, be patient and kind to yourself. The journey of semen retention and spiritual growth isn't always straightforward, and experiencing setbacks is a normal part of it. Keeping a regular spiritual practice helps people build the strength and resilience to face challenges and keep moving forward on their journey. As people enhance their spiritual practices, they might notice that the advantages go well beyond just semen retention. Many people feel more at ease, emotionally stable, and connected to something bigger than themselves. These spiritual fruits help with the practice of semen retention, leading to a positive cycle of growth and self-control. Lesson 9. The strong advantages of semen retention. Semen retention is a practice that has become more popular lately. It provides many benefits that can improve your physical, mental, and emotional health. People who practice this ancient art have found that saving sexual energy can greatly enhance different areas of life. A clear benefit of semen retention is the increase in physical health and energy. Many men say they feel more energetic and have better stamina after just a few weeks of starting their retention journey. This increase in energy is often linked to the body's capacity to take back and spread out the nutrients and hormones usually lost during ejaculation. Practitioners often gain more strength and endurance, which helps them in their everyday tasks and during workouts. Semen retention may also lead to better overall physical appearance. Some men seek clearer skin, brighter eyes, and a more lively complexion. This improved look is believed to come from the body's better ability to hold on to and use important nutrients and hormones. Many practitioners say they notice quicker muscle growth and recovery when they combine semen retention with regular exercise. This suggests that the practice might help the body build and repair tissue more effectively. Semen retention can greatly improve mental clarity and cognitive function. In addition to its physical benefits, many men who practice retention say they notice better focus, improved memory, and stronger problem-solving skills. This mental clarity is often linked to saving important energy that would be lost with frequent ejaculation. As a result, practitioners often feel more prepared to tackle complex tasks and make important decisions with more ease and confidence. Semen retention is linked to higher creativity and productivity. Many artists, writers, and entrepreneurs have said they feel sudden bursts of inspiration and new ideas during times of retention. This increased creativity might come from focusing sexual energy on thinking and ideas, leading to more imaginative thoughts and new concepts. Many people who practice semen retention often report feeling more emotionally stable and resilient. Many men notice that they react less to small annoyances and can stay calm in tough situations. People believe that keeping semen can lead to a balanced hormonal state, which helps maintain emotional stability. Avoiding the ups and downs in hormone levels that come with regular ejaculation can lead to a more stable mood and a better sense of inner peace. For practitioners, semen retention is associated with better self-confidence and a greater feeling of personal power. When men manage their sexual urges and focus their energy on personal growth and success, they often gain a stronger sense of self-control. Feeling more confident can help you do better in different parts of your life, like at work and in your relationships. Many people who practice semen retention say they feel more spiritually aware and connected. This spiritual awakening is often seen as a sense of being more connected to your inner self and the surrounding world. Some men discover that this practice helps them find a deeper sense of purpose and meaning in life, resulting in more satisfaction and fulfillment. The advantages of semen retention can differ for each individual. Some men might see big improvements in how they feel in a short time, while others may notice smaller changes as time goes on. To get the most out of semen retention, be consistent and committed to the practice. When making any lifestyle change, take semen retention slowly and keep an open mind. The benefits mentioned here come from personal stories and new scientific studies, but everyone's experience might be different. Talk to a healthcare professional before making big changes to your sexual habits, especially if you have any health issues. The strong advantages of semen retention go well beyond just sexual health. This practice can boost physical energy, sharpen mental focus, improve emotional balance, and increase spiritual awareness, positively affecting many areas of a man's life. Practitioners of semen retention can use their sexual energy to promote personal growth and self-discovery, resulting in a more balanced, fulfilling, and meaningful life. Lesson 10. The timeline for semen retention. Starting the practice of semen retention is a life-changing experience that develops gradually. When you start this practice, know the timeline of changes and milestones you might face as you progress. This chapter will look at what to expect in the first week, the monthly milestones, and the long-term effects and experiences of semen retention. The first week of semen retention can be quite tough for a lot of men. At the beginning, you might feel more energetic and more aware of your sexual desires. Feeling restless is normal as your body gets used to the new habit of conserving sexual energy. You may see better mental clarity and focus even in the beginning, but you might also experience strong temptations and urges to let go. Stay focused and keep your goals in mind during this time. As you move through the first month, you will probably start to see more noticeable changes. Lots of men say they feel more confident and assertive in their everyday lives. You might notice that you have a lot of energy, need less sleep, and wake up feeling refreshed. You may find that you get more done and feel more creative in your work or hobbies. You may notice better skin, improved muscle tone, and more energy. About a month in, some men go through what is commonly called a flatline period. Libido and energy levels might go down for a short time during this period. Don't feel down. This is a usual part of the process as your body adjusts its energy systems. Get through this stage, and you will probably come out with even more advantages. In the second and third months of semen retention, the benefits usually become clearer. Many practitioners notice a big increase in their self-esteem and a charming presence in their social interactions. People might feel more attracted to you, and you have a natural charm. You might find it easier to focus for longer times, which can help you work and study more effectively. You may start to feel a greater sense of spiritual awareness. At this point, many men say they feel more connected to their intuition and have a stronger sense of purpose in life. You might feel more emotionally stable, experiencing fewer mood swings and a steadier perspective on life's challenges. After 3 months, the impact can be significant. As you move into long-term retention, some practitioners talk about feeling a deep sense of peace and happiness that touches every part of their lives. You might find that you can manage your thoughts and feelings better, helping you deal with life's challenges more calmly. Long-term retention can help improve heart health, boost the immune system, and increase physical stamina. Many men say they feel younger and more energetic, enjoying life in a way they haven't felt since they were younger. The timeline for semen retention experiences can differ from one individual to another. Things like your age, health, lifestyle, and how dedicated you are to the practice can affect how quickly and strongly you feel the benefits. Some men might see significant changes in just a few weeks, while for others, the changes may happen more slowly. As you go through your journey, take care of your overall well-being. Mix your semen retention practice with regular exercise, a balanced diet, meditation, and other spiritual activities for the best outcomes. Write in a journal to monitor your progress and record any changes you notice as you go. This can help you think about your progress and stay motivated. As you keep practicing, semen retention isn't only about not releasing, it's also about using that saved energy for personal growth and spiritual development. As you move along the timeline, concentrate on transforming your sexual energy into creativity, building relationships, and enhancing yourself. The Semen Retention Timeline provides a guide for what you can expect as you start this transformative journey. Starting with the challenges of the first week, each stage offers chances for growth and self-discovery, leading to lasting benefits. Stick with the process, keep practicing, and be open to the good changes that will come as you increase your spiritual energy. Lesson 12. The Power of Semen Retention. Semen retention has often been linked to a unique quality called personal magnetism. This unique quality appears to come from people who practice semen retention, influencing how they interact with others and drawing positive opportunities into their lives. What is magnetism, and how does it show itself? The essence of semen retention lies in keeping and redirecting important life energy. When a man avoids ejaculation and keeps his semen, he saves this powerful creative energy inside his body. This conservation creates a growth of physical, mental, and spiritual energy that others can feel, often without realizing it. This magnetism causes a slight but clear change in a person's presence and aura. People who practice semen retention often say they feel more confident, balanced, and sure of themselves. Their inner strength and calmness naturally affect how they present themselves and engage with others. Their posture might get straighter, their gaze could be more focused, and their voice may sound fuller. These physical changes, even if they are small, can greatly affect how others see and react to them in social situations. This charm often leads to greater charisma and personal attraction. Men who practice semen retention might notice that people are more attracted to them and want to talk or spend time with them. This isn't just about sexual attraction, it's more about a feeling of curiosity and admiration. Some people might feel a strong interest in what the practitioner shares, or they might just like being around them. This magnetic quality can show up in work environments, too. Colleagues and bosses might start to pay more attention to the practitioner's ideas and contributions. They may receive new opportunities or responsibilities because others can see their growing abilities and potential. This can help you make progress in your career and personal projects that may have felt impossible before. The appeal of semen retention goes beyond only human relationships. Many practitioners say they feel more connected to the universe, noticing more coincidences and fortunate events happening in their lives. They might discover that opportunities and resources fit better with what they want and need. The situation is often linked to the increased spiritual awareness and connection that comes from maintaining one's vital energy. This magnetism is not just a surface-level or controlling force. It is simply a natural result of the changes that happen inside the body when practicing semen retention. When a person becomes more centered, focused, and in tune with their true self, they naturally attract positive people and experiences. This magnetism is real and based on personal growth and self-improvement. With more magnetism, there is also responsibility. When you become more influential and appealing to others, act ethically and use your power responsibly. The magnetism from semen retention should be used to uplift and inspire others rather than to manipulate or exploit them. Building and using this magnetism involves more than simply practicing semen retention. It takes a complete approach to personal growth, including meditation, self-reflection, and a mindful effort to embrace positive traits. As you continue in your practice, it can be useful to write down your experiences and observations. This includes noting any changes in how you interact with others and the opportunities that arise for you. The experience of this magnetism can be different for each person. Some people might see big changes in how others react to them, while for others, the changes could be less noticeable. Being patient and practicing regularly are important, as the full benefits of semen retention's attraction usually take time to show. The magnetism linked to semen retention is a strong and changing influence. It can improve both personal and work life, bringing in good relationships, chances, and experiences. By saving and focusing their important energy, those who practice semen retention can access a source of personal strength and charm. When used wisely and ethically, this magnetism can help you grow personally and bring about positive change in the world. Final lesson: facing difficulties and bumps in the road. Semen retention can be a challenging journey. Just like any big change in life or spiritual practice, it has its own challenges and possible setbacks. Know these challenges and create ways to deal with them if you want to get good at semen retention. Many practitioners often struggle with strong sexual urges, particularly when they are just starting out. The body and mind, used to regular sexual release, might resist the new approach of retention. These feelings can be strong, causing times of uncertainty or struggle. Understand that these feelings are normal and a part of the process. Instead of thinking of them as failures, think of them as chances to grow and learn about yourself. A big challenge is how societal norms and expectations affect us. In a world where many link masculinity to sexual success, the idea of semen retention might appear strange or unusual to some people. People who practice may encounter doubt or mockery from friends, partners, or even doctors who don't see the spiritual and physical advantages of the practice. Dealing with outside pressure needs a solid understanding of yourself and a steady dedication to your chosen direction. Relapses can be very discouraging moments on the semen retention journey. After days, weeks, or even months of successful practice, a moment of weakness can result in release, whether through masturbation or nocturnal emission. These events can be very disheartening, often bringing about feelings of guilt, shame, and failure. Handle relapses with kindness and empathy. They are not the final destination but important lessons along the way. When you experience a relapse, the first thing to do is to not judge yourself. Getting upset with yourself for a small mistake doesn't help and can create a negative cycle that makes it easier to make the same mistake again. Instead, spend some time thinking about what happened that caused the relapse. Were you feeling a lot of stress? Did you come across any content that might be upsetting? Knowing what caused the setback can help you come up with ways to prevent it from happening again. After a setback, it's crucial to get back to your practice right away. Don't think, "I've already messed up, so I can just give in." This all-or-nothing way of thinking can turn one mistake into a long break from your goals. Think of each day as a new beginning, a chance to get back on track with your goals and keep moving forward. Being strong and adaptable is important for lasting success in semen retention. This means creating a way of thinking that can handle challenges and distractions while staying focused on the main goal. Resilience comes from really knowing why you chose this path and having a clear idea of the benefits you want to achieve. Thinking about why you do things and how far you've come can strengthen your ability to bounce back. Perseverance means keeping going even when things get tough, and it is closely related to resilience. It helps you get back up after a fall and continue on your way. Building perseverance usually means looking at challenges as chances to grow. Every time you resist an urge or overcome a temptation, it's not just a challenge. It's an opportunity to build your willpower and strengthen your dedication to the practice. A good way to build resilience and perseverance is to connect with a community of people who share your interests. Getting support from others who understand your journey can be very helpful, whether it's through online forums, local meetups, or one-on-one mentorship. These connections support you when times are tough, celebrate your achievements, and share insights from their own experiences. Semen retention is not about being perfect, but about ongoing growth and self-improvement. There will be good times and bad times, achievements and challenges. Keep a long-term view. Every challenge you face helps you get better at managing your sexual energy and ultimately understanding yourself more fully. As you face the challenges of semen retention, remember that every significant achievement in history has had its own set of difficulties. Being able to get past these challenges is what makes the difference between people who succeed and those who quit. When you face setbacks, try to see them as opportunities to grow. Learn from what happens and keep dedicating yourself to your practice. This way, you can turn challenges into steps forward on your journey to spiritual and personal growth.